Welcome back, Wolfpack Rollis here, and we have a battle from Sammy. Now, I don't really know what could happen here. That it looks like Beedrill's in a decent position just to go for a straight-up sweep, but we also have Dragonite that can do some work, and Tyranitar. So this battle could be either really quick or really interesting, and we'll give it a go. So, challenge being issued, and it's going to be the Jellicent. I remember seeing that. So it's Jellicent versus the Beedrill. What is Beedrill going to do into that? I'd imagine not. Oh, Toxic Spikes Beedrill. That's not Mega. That wasn't what I was expecting. So Toxic Spikes, going to lead, going to eat that burn, but since it's not showing signs of being Mega'd, doesn't really mean too much. Beedrill going to Poison Jab, so the damage isn't really going to be there too much. Yeah, not very effective because Ghost typing. Cursed Body is going to disable the Poison Jab. I guess maybe just trying to get some poison hacks in there. Scald is going to be pretty ferocious as well. Beedrill, not a tanky Pokemon, but at least surviving a little bit off that Scald, and Fell Stinger. So, okay, I can maybe see what this Beedrill was up to. That something to get the Fell Stinger boost, but other than that, it's not really going to be able to do too much. So Beedrill's going down. It was just a Toxic Spike setup Beedrill. Now, I wonder why Toxic Spike in 3v3, and without a Pokemon that has Hex or Venom Drench, but we go into the Dragonite, and Dragonite, I see some very high hit points. Is this like tanky Dragonite? He's going to eat the Will-O-Wisp though, so that's going to make it kind of tough on Dragonite. And Dragonite's going for the Dragon Tail. Alright, looks like we got the Dragon Tail set up. Are we going to see the rest? Are we going to see Rest Sleep Talk Dragonite with the Dragon Tail? So Venusaur is not going to get poisoned in this situation. And poison Pokemon do soak up the poison spikes. Right. So, oh, that's some little known Pokemon trivia right there. To get rid of poison spikes, that if they have a poison Pokemon, they just get absorbed by that Pokemon. So the Dragon Tail strategy, not going to work against the opponent's team, or any team with the poison, but couldn't really have known that they were going to bring the Venusaur, so that's it. So Dragonite doesn't want... Dragonite pretty much went, ooh, gross, I don't want to deal with that, and is going to swap out into the Jellicent. So Dragonite's still burned. I guess he doesn't care too much, because he's just got Rest, Sleep Talk, Dragon Tail, something. So we'll see that develop. There's Dragonite, like, the opponent's team doesn't have a lot of damage. That burn on Jellicent, not really going to do too much. Venusaur can't one-shot or two-shot or any shot at Dragonite. Scald's not going to do anything to Dragonite from that, and Heat Rotom can't do anything. So Dragonite's just going to wall, Sleep Talk, Dragon Tail, Punish, Dragon Rage. Oh, Dragon Rage as well. Actually, I really like that. Dragon Rage is going to do some set damage. I believe it's 40 damage, so not as strong as a Nightshade, which would be 50, but still a solid hit on that Dragon Rage. And he can, I guess, Rest, Talk, Tank, and eventually, like, 4-shot everything on the opponent's team. The opponent has a tanky team, though. Jellicent, Mega Venusaur. So we also get the Dragon Tail, so that's going to switch out. Rocky Helmet's going to do some damage, and that's going to bring in... Are we going to see Rotom? No, we're just going to see Venusaur. Venusaur's not going to be able to do too much, so Sleep Powder. Ooh, Dragonite's got the safety goggles? What? That's fancy right there. So that's actually going to be perfect for Dragonite. He only goes to sleep on his terms. Can't be put to sleep any other time. Safety goggles, so he can just out Dragon Rage damage on a Pokemon like Venusaur. Sludge Bomb, he's just going to be able to tank it up pretty well. He's got the outspeed, so I guess he just did the math. He's like, okay, as long as I don't get poisoned by the next Sludge Bomb, I just get to rest. That's going to put me at full. So, yeah. I cutting it close. Gotta say, cutting it close right there. But I think this is going to be a Rest Talk, Dragon Rage, Dragon Tail, Dragonite sweep. I said dragon a lot. So, the Synthesis, though, is going to make this very frustratingly stally. But, I mean, I don't think Tyranitar can really do too much to Venusaur, though, depending on the setup. Ooh, also, now I can see the safety goggles. Maybe you bring in Tyranitar, you set up that Sandstorm, so at least you're doing a little bit of extra damage. Going to get that Dragon Rage. So, I mean, maybe if you, like, Dragon Tail out the opponent, Dragon Rage the rest of his team, make it just Venusaur. Venusaur will eventually not have too much to do to Dragonite. Something like that. So, that's going to be your Sleep Talk. That's going to be Rest. So, resting the Rest Talk, whatever. Sludge Bomb's going to happen. And, ooh, big hit on that crit. Dragonite's going to wake up. Dragonite's going to get that Dragon Rage. And, I think this is going to be a risk right here. So the opponent, wow, going to get that poison, going to get a high damage roll on that. Dragon Rage going to come through. Is it going to be... Oh no, what do you do in this situation? Dragonite getting just unfortunate right there on that poison and goes down. So now it's Tyranitar, but Tyranitar, will it be able to do something in this case? Venusaur might go for the Synthesis, or might try to get greedy. Even though Sandstorm boosting Tyranitar's special defense, Mega Tyranitar, will it get the tank? Man, Dragonite almost had it. Dragonite was about to do just that long game, but to the Synthesis on the Venusaur. So Venusaur just like completely destroying this team. And Tyranitar with some interesting tech on the Bulldoze. Ooh. Gonna drop the speed, not gonna have enough, but Venusaur goes for the Giga Drain. Tries to hit as hard as possible, but again, too much special defense boosting on that Sandstorm. But now there's not enough damage for the Venusaur right there. Oh wait, the Sandstorm. I think, ooh, this is gonna be close. So the opponent actually switches out, might go into Rotom in this situation. Yeah, I'm used to seeing that first square. Whenever I see that square, I'm like, yeah, that's a Rotom. I could have gone for Stone Edge in that situation. Just try to finish off Pokemon. Or Rock Slide. Well, if you have Rock Slide, then the accuracy is going to be really good. So that's going to be some super effective damage. And a KO on the Rotom. I think that did it. I think that might have done it. Because, I mean, now you only have the Jellicent. Jellicent's already pretty low from getting forced out like that. Rock Slide, it's going to get the outspeed. Is it going to be enough damage? Yes, it is. Jellicent's tanky, but it's not that tanky. We also had Sandstorm at the end, and that's going to bring in the Venusaur. And after one long backfire of a battle, it ends up panning out in just the craziest way. The Dragon-Tail Dragonite almost having it, but then the opponent goes down just because Tyranitar had it. Tyranitar was like, you know what? It's over. I got this. So GG right there. And that's game. So hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Definitely not what was to be expected from any of these Pokemon. The non-Mega Beedrill, the Mega Tyranitar, and the RestTalk Dragonite, but it ended up working out pretty well. So if you guys enjoyed the video, I hope you guys get ready for the next Fan Fridays coming up soon.